Okay, start over. What happened? So actually, you didn't even make the sandwiches. Your sister who lied to me about extra dinner, pre-dinner before everybody else. You didn't even tell me. I asked you, Kanaya. I'm just trying to wrap my brain on it, right? You know we have house cams. Like, I'd rather hear it from you than check them. But I asked you, like, hey, why is the microwave open? Like, you know, she's like, oh, I don't know anything about that. And then she defers to Damar. And I initially just called kids out in general. So why she jumped out like a superhero flying? I don't know. And then Damar, like, eventually he's like, yeah, I ate that stuff, whatever. And I'm like, okay, why? Because, you know, you guys are the reason there's rules around food now. Don't love it. Not even for myself. So you guys are why we have it. Now I'm caught up. So Kanaya actually made the sandwiches? Mm-hmm. The girl who told me she didn't know anything? To my face? And this is like how neither of you are trustworthyable because you both lie with each other, like back and forth criminals. This is such a small example, but it's like, wow, 10 and 11, every single day is like this with you. What will you be like in 10 years from now, right? And that's, as a mom, like an everyday worry. So catch me up, smooth criminal. What's up?
And then I told you to stay up alone. And leave me alone. And that's why I did that.
Okay, now, was he...
Why you wanted him to stay out of the room?
Yeah, what was going on in this context? And don't look at him. Tomorrow, why don't you look somewhere else? Okay, now you tell the truth.
First, how did you go to spin?
You could spin anywhere. Everyone wants you guys to use your sensory bin or anything else you have around the house. Trampoline over there, like, by all means, right? No, everyone knows you spin in this house, and everyone loves it for you. So what else? He wouldn't... And excuse me, sir, why would you not leave your sister alone to spin and make her make you food?
Because, because we've been doing this where she does something like for example this, and then I stay out for like 2 hours and then she spins, because otherwise I would be in the room doing something. I'm not bothering her when she spins. She's uncomfortable spinning with other people knowing that, or being in the same room.
I don't know. One, you spin in front of the cameras? Like last apartment, you moved the trampoline in front of the camera to spin in front of the camera. You put your music player, your CD thing, whatever, next to the camera so you could spin in front of it. So I know we all know you spin, and we all love that for you. Two, why do you guys have this kind of deal? The last time she said to me you guys had a deal was when you wouldn't pick up your bedroom at all, so she'd have to pick it up for you so you'd leave her alone. So picking up your trash is eating, I don't know, her pica thing, but eating your floor trash. Shoving it all in her collection of purses instead of the real trash. Not sure why. So why do you guys have these kind of deals where, you know that you are bothering her? You must have that awareness to go into such a deal. So what's going on?
She's the one who makes the deals.
But why does she need to?
Because she doesn't like people being in the same room.
So couldn't you just say, okay, peace?
Yeah, but I'm also want to be in the bedroom.
So you got to get bought out every time? Like, what you going to do for me?
No, yeah, she does that, or sometimes she will give me oranges or stuff.
Okay, and what's the language? Because there's different things happening. So what is being said that you know this is an agreement? Because she's giving you oranges, she's picking up your trash for you, she's making you dinner so you leave her alone. What is being said? It's not funny.
This is
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is the first time she made the dinner, though. Other times she made the dinner. But she'll be like,
Open your mouth so I can hear your full voice.
I said that this is the first time she made the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, she'll be like, if you have 2 oranges, you have to stay out for 2 hours. Or something like
This kid can eat like 10 orders in 2 hours. That doesn't really work out for him.
You can ask mom to make more than oranges. So you have to ask her.
The oranges are just there. Yeah. They're just in the fridge, like the apples, the lemons, like whatever else we have. Those are the ones I know.
The only thing is just not allowed to touch of it because you take stuff and they're not accounted for.
Or you take one bite out of each apple and put it back. Like that I did not love. That went on for a few months. So then, no, you don't get apples right now. Now you're past it. Welcome back to apples. So, what is going on, guys?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, so why? What is the... it sounds crazy, right? There's no logic to it. Like, okay, so who's initiating the deal? Okay, why are you initiating the deal and not just saying, hey, I'd like some time to myself right now? FYI, I like to spin. We all know that.
Because he doesn't care. He'll stay in the room.
Now, in the last room, we had a basketball hoop, either on the door. I think we switched it from the door when you got the door mirror to your bed frame. Your Pottery Barn bed frame. So, what, like, he was playing basketball at that point, and you're like, he's bothering me, he won't leave me alone. Like, is he bothering you every time to where you can't do anything alone in your room and you don't feel peace? Or are you just like, I need everyone out?
It's both. Sometimes he bothers me, and sometimes, like, I just want him to leave. Or, like, I'm trying to do something, like, or he just sometimes is talking to me, and I just don't want to.
Are you able to say that? Like, hey, I just need some quiet time right now?
We tried that the last place, he still didn't do it.
And I know you guys each have your own noise-canceling headphones, the over-ear gun range ones. And you gave those back, Kanaya, so those weren't working out for you? Okay. So what do you mean that she is so bothered by you incessantly being annoying to her that she has to bribe you to do something else?
Well, because she doesn't act like she acts like she's fine, and then she just says something like, here on these to go out for 2 hours.
So it sounds like a communication error. Now you've gotten so good at thieving and bribing, Kanaya, that you don't think you need to communicate anymore. So you still need to break things down and talk to people. You need to reverse where you're at. So you are like here and thinking the only way I can accomplish something is by lying, stealing, sneaking. You need to go back to the beginning and start communicating. Do you understand? So why are you not saying things to your brother like, hey, I'd like some quiet time? Or how about I'll go to another room since you want to be here so bad? Siblings, right?
Yes, but he doesn't care. He won't care. Like, in the last house, I was asleep and he was playing basketball. He doesn't care.
I do remember seeing that on video, yep. You laying in bed, you had just gone through like a friendship breakup from your favorite person, and you were like low for like 2 months until you found a new favorite person, and you were laying in bed, you know, with your stuffies or whatever, facing the wall, and he's coming in through hooping everything. Now you're not, we've had you evaluated, you know yourself that you're not autistic. You can read people like a dime. Like, after your last facility stay, you convinced the driver for multiple days in a row to drop you to the school playground instead of at home, where I would get your paperwork. So I called his supervisor to deal with his stuff. And he's like, oh no, it's this kid telling me stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, stop listening to kids coming from mental health facilities, maybe. So you are both top tier con artists. And that's, you can use that in sales someday or whatever, you know, maybe in law. But you can't do much right now when you're 10 and 11. Is it helping you? Do you enjoy every single day being something like this? Because I sure don't. I don't love it. I can tell you're smart. I can tell you both have skills, but you're not utilizing them correctly. But yeah, that was another thing. I couldn't believe like he was able to bribe a grown man from driving where he should go. So, Damar, why are you asking for bribes? Why are you bothering people enough to where you're getting your way? Why are you using bribes instead of your words?
He doesn't care.
I mean, he knows that I have the camera on right now, and he knows that you're here, Dalton. So his behavior is more flat than normal. But when it's just me home with the kids, or it's just me and him, yeah, she's true. Like, he does not care. His voice changes. It's lower. He comes through and does what he wants. He ignores. He slams things. It's literally like being a ghost, but trapped with it. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a whole... So I do believe that. So you both have work to do in this, okay? Because I don't want you, Kanaya, bribing other people or anything. Or more of him. If you have an issue with getting peace, come to me. We all want you to spin in this house. Any sensory or physical body things that either of you can do that are healthy, by all means. By all means. Whatever you need. So that's all I have to say to you, Kanaya. Damar. Why don't you care that you're bothering people enough to end up in these situations all the time?
Well, sometimes I'm in the room first and I do my thing, and then she comes in, lays on the bed and says, go, do, like, couch or just for staying out for 2 hours, and then I go out.
Why don't you guys ever tell us about this stuff? It's like twin communication. Like back when you were like toddlers and you had your own language, Kavarian, and I could never figure out what was happening with you guys. Like, what is up? Why don't you ever communicate with the outside parties of the family, i.e. adults?
Like, this is the only way, like, when I want to be with myself, only way I can get it.
Yeah, I'm saying, why don't you tell the parents, though? Like, hey, this younger brother of mine, he's a knucklehead. He won't leave me alone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason we don't tell you, like, about it because, like, I don't tell you about it because when I want my peace and stuff, that's when I break him to do, like, get out or I'll do something for him. Then he'll leave and go out. Then that's how it's just.
And then you get in trouble when we find out. What I'm saying is, why don't you start there by telling the adults, hey, I want some quiet time alone. And then I would pull them around here and have him do his stuff out here. Or, you know, we've got different spaces. We've got a deck or porch out there. Like, bundle up if you need, you know, as long as an adult knows. But it seems like you're stuck in this cycle. Is it just easier for you? Like, your first thought is like, how can I myself get this kid to leave me alone? So yeah, your first nature is transactional, right? Okay.
Was
Well,
mom
now you
here?
know.
Was mom in the
Mom's
room?
been here.
This room, she was in her room.
Then you could have not sit here alone. Or you need to be in the bedroom on your own.
Or spinning out here. You
Yeah.
got space.
If he's over there, let him be there. You be here, right? No one is in the house. I'm not there.
Yeah,
You're
but
just here alone. Be alone, no? For some time here. Wait has to be inside the room with the door closed on you.
because
That's what?
someone could walk out here.
Walk out. We can't see through that. They fixed the door thing.
No, I'm saying like you could walk out, the rock could walk out. And
But we all know you spin.
I don't want.
I've walked in on you spinning before. You look joyous. Then I leave. You know?
But I don't want people to see me spin
Why?
because it's a bear seed.
Okay, what internalized belief do you have about spinning?
Well, it's not normal. That's what it means. And I don't want other people. I know you guys know I spin, but I don't want you guys to watch me spin.
If you see you spinning, we'll go.
Yeah, we're happy for you to spin.
Yeah.
That's also why we have like a whole giant thing of sensory toys out there. There's also kind of all over the house there's sensory toys. Like, we want you to... Do I want you to, like, swallow rocks? No. Do you want to bite something? Sure. Grab something to bite that is okay to bite. Practice your deep breathing skills on these things. Use a card deck for mental health. Squeeze things. You know, maybe don't break them. Or if you want to, use the skin popping ones. Right? Like, you have all the things. We've tried to think of all the things.
We'd rather you spin than break stuff.
Oh, 110%. Yeah.
So the other coping skill is breaking things. So rather than that, you spin, it's fine. So
Spin until you fall down. Like, just move stuff out the way. Whatever you get out of that, by all means.
yeah.
I love spinning for you versus breaking something, or when you're seeking, you know, you get into that place where you're seeking energy from other people and then you start telling lies and you smile about it. Like, I would rather you spin than steal or commit crimes, right? Like, that's just such an innocent thing. Like, love it for you. Spin, by all means. So that's you, okay? You need to work on that. Your first thought is, how can I swindle to get my way? All right, Damar, if you are not getting along with your sister and she wants you out and she's not in a headspace to move her own body, then what can you do? Yeah, why are we doing that, guys? I've been in my room. You guys have this room. We have, albeit craft boxes over there for holidays. Like, what else, though? You have space. You have trampoline, you have yoga equipment all the time available to you. There's, like, yoga balls over there. Treadmill we just need to plug in. As long as we don't break and eat on it, like all of Mom's other things. Damar. The row machine, he'd just sit on and, like, eat on it. Every day, tell him not to. Every day he does it anyway. I'm glad to not have that thing.
Every day one new thing comes up with you.
New to you. They've been like this for years.
New angles. Even you didn't know about this, right? Bribing stuff.
Yeah, I literally gave an example of when she said last year that she picked up the room for him, his trash from, like, candies and stuff that he snuck in. or actually probably from when he bought things when he stole from my purse. And I'm like, why are all these random things inside your collection of purses, Kanaya? And she was like, oh yeah, so Damar's been making me do this. And we had to dig down further into that. And I'm watching the cams that he absolutely does play basketball when she's in a low mood, you know, and she wants to lay in quiet dark. But that's different than spinning, and still, this is not new.
If something like this keeps going on, Dimar, your mattress will come out here to sleep with me, and I'll be in the bedroom. Mom will be in her room. You come and sleep out here. One more mattress you'll put outside, and you sleep outside over here. So I can observe you also what you're doing. Okay?
We've got to try something different because it's gone on for years now where it's the same cycle all the time. And instead of just being like, if you had one kid that was doing this, you'd be like, okay, no, you're lying, whatever. When you have two kids that are doing it, not figuring it out means that you don't even get gentle parenting. You just don't get parented because there's nothing I can do when it's both of you going back and forth scheming all the time. So you've worn out the mom in me, and now I'm like, please help. Somebody please help. Because it doesn't make sense.
Most of the time, Kana is a mastermind in all of this. This fellow gets carried away with whatever she tells, and she listens to her.
And he gets
Whatever.
bribed, like, what, Snickers last week or something?
Yeah, whatever she tells, she kind of convinces him. She has a way of convincing him.
Not just him, though. That was, like, the past schools have all been that way, monopolizing people and getting her way with them.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you're smart. You need to use it in a different way.
She doesn't listen to him, but whatever she tells. But this fellow gives into everything that he says. She says most of the time.
Tamar, when you guys started begging at the grocery store across from school, and you guys told me about that, like, a few months ago, and I got to observe you guys doing it. Who initiated that stuff?
That's actually I do.
Who initiated begging for freebies from strangers and trying to look homeless to feed into that?
That one might have been both of us.
Okay, because at the time you told me it was Kanaya, and that even when you don't go, she still goes in to beg.
Whose idea was this? Both of you didn't get the idea together, right? Let's go and beg together.
You're like, high five, how can we get freebies from strangers? Make it make sense.
Whose idea was it? Somebody must have started with the idea, right?
It might have been mine since because like last year, she went with Piper to go to the store and Piper would buy stuff for the whole friend group.
Yeah, the whole friend group. Do you agree with that, Kanai? Of the two of you, were you the one that started this? Of going in and begging strangers? Because you are so smart, okay? So the reason she was taking Penelope in the past couple of weeks to Target when she was stealing, she literally was like, they're going to look at Penelope the dog and not at me, and then I can steal things. And I was like, you know, I'm in my 30s, and I wouldn't have thought that way. So your brain is, you're going to have to figure out how to turn it to benefit you in the world someday. Because your scheming is like top tier. What we do with it in this moment, though, that's tricky because you're 11. Like, what can an 11-year-old do with that?
For a long time, I've been telling mom that Kanaya is, you should blame Dimar for everything. I said, no, Kanaya is there behind all of this. She should not believe me. She should think you're very innocent.
Yeah, probably until maybe like that first year when you lied about the teacher, like your reading teacher physically abusing you. And I believed it because I'm like, I want to, believe my kid. But then once that came back as negative, then I started questioning more. And then it just became like more and more things that I was questioning ended up being real, like that I should question it.
Anyway.
A solution though?